it happened. Alright, Power Rangers Lightning Collection fans, welcome back to Lightning Storm, the series where lightning always strikes twice as we talk about everything that has happened in the past week for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, and you already know what we're here to talk about here today, and that is the Pink Ranger, the Pioneers in Pink, as they called it, live stream Fan First Friday event that just happened this morning, which could questionably be the most backlash intensive Fan First Friday that we've had so far, and I mean, you probably really already know why. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if any of these videos are like people finding out about this stuff for the first time or not. It's really just kind of a recap, but yeah, let's talk about this. So first of all, I'm going to go into a little bit of background on this. So this was the GameStop Pink Ranger capsule for the Power Month celebration that is happening this August. So that's what this was all about. It was to reveal the items in the capsule, which kind of happened already because last night GameStop's had the URLs already ready to go for these products, and so they leaked out. I did not publicly post the listings for that because I figured it was so close to the event. I wasn't going to pull the rug out between everyone, and also I knew that the reveals were going to be very disappointing for people once I found out what they were going to be, so I didn't decide to talk about it. I did tease it. I posted a couple of Zeo Pink gifts and things like that on Lightning Fake PR, which was to tell you we got Zeo Pink was coming today. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into what we have with this. So they started this out interestingly. Also, we have the code names for all this stuff too. So this will come back to where, you know, where did this stuff come from? Did we talk about it before? Because we did talk about 3/4 of this before. One thing was brand new, so that's cool. It's actually the thing that's the most exciting that's brand new. So, all right, let's just go on and get right onto it. The first reveal, the 82nd figure in the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, is weird. This one is a Lightning Collection Pink Ranger Cel-Shaded version, which, okay. This is based, or supposed to be kind of reminiscent of what it would look like if like a comic book Boom Studios comic panel came to life in a figure form. So it has like these like, you know, cel-shaded lines on it. You kind of see like the lines you would see like on a comic book. I don't really know how to describe it very well for the Pink Ranger Mmpr here, and it's definitely a choice. It's definitely an interesting variant to do for this figure, which makes me worried that they'll do this for all the other Mighty Morphin figures. I assume probably. It's kind of interesting that they kind of use Pink as like their guinea pig with this stuff. They, you know, Pink was the first metallic armor to release at Pulse last year, and now this is the first cel-shaded figure to happen. So very weird, but you're going to get some interesting accessories. You're not going to get a Kimberly head. They didn't even try to do a second, you know, redo of the Kimberly head or anything like that for this release, because they said that, you know, it's supposed to kind of capture a panel of the comic, and she wouldn't necessarily be, you know, unhelmeted in the comic in a certain panel. So that's kind of what they were trying to justify it as. But you're going to get the same, basically the same kind of stuff that you got with the Pink Rangers in the past, just with no head. So you're going to get that same arrow again, you're going to get the same bow again, you're going to get the same arrow shooting effect piece again. They're all done in like a translucent pink, clear-ish plastic. So the bow, like the arrow effect piece kind of looks like the one that came with metallic pink and things like that. But the bow and the regular arrow are done up in like a full translucent pink, which kind of looks neat. But honestly, I think something pretty interesting to discuss with it is that it is the first figure to come with all three versions of the Blade Blaster. So you're going to get the typical blaster version that we've gotten 100 times. You're going to get the actual Blade mode, which previously we've only been able to get with Wave 6's Mmpr Black and Mmpr Yellow Aisha version in the Versus Packs Wave 2. And then making a first-time appearance in 2 years, besides the Ranger Slayer Black version, is the holstered mode of the Blade Blaster that previously only came out with the Jason Lee Scott 2-pack from San Diego Comic-Con 2019. So definitely interesting to see that one pop up again, so after so long. But yeah, it's going to be the first one to have all three. So this also, the box has like brand new looking artwork. I don't even know if it's from Tom Whalen. I assume it probably is, but it doesn't really fit with the theme of Lightning Collection artworks from the past at all. I mean, the Spectrums had like a new special artwork, as you can see behind me up here, but they were still like very much the Lightning Collection style. This is Lightning Collection style in terms of like where it is on the box and everything, but it looks a lot more like a comic piece artwork and not Lightning Collection artwork. So that's definitely an interesting way to go about it here. And there's like a little symbol that says like Cel-Shaded and, you know, whatever. So this is a thing. I don't know the price of it just yet, but I will be popping that up on the screen somewhere and the release date. But what was this coded as, huh? Well, do you remember my video a couple weeks ago, the list of listings 3.0 that came out? This was the code that was coded as the PRG BLT GG Neptune figure. So GG MMPR Neptune figure. So that's what this was. The GG MMPR Neptune figure is this Cel-Shaded MMPR Pink figure, which is certainly my least favorite reveal from the day by far, but it's a thing that is here. So of course I'm buying it, but you know, we'll see how this goes. The second reveal was definitely the most hyped reveal by far. I mean, I'm very excited about this one. This is the one that did not have a listing. Well, the listing leaked technically, I just didn't post it, but the code name did not leak for this prior. This is a cool one. This is going to be the one that's probably the most popular of today's reveals, and that is a 2-pack with the MMPR Pink Ranger and the Zeo Pink Ranger, both cat, and you get PC, her in her cat form. You get a cat with it, which is awesome. I love that detail a lot. Also, in a shocking move to me, you're going to get 2 Catherine heads with this, both of which are different from the sculpt that came with Metallic Pink last year. So now we have 3 different Catherine heads here, and that's pretty neat. I mean, they've reused heads before, so I wouldn't have shocked me if they just packaged in the same ones as before, but they didn't do that. So MMPR Pink looks basically the exact same as the original Wave 2 release from all the way back then, the one that has skyrocketed in price and now definitely won't. So that's a thing that's there. Zeo Pink, of course, is new, a new female Zeo mold, which we will probably be seeing very soon again in ZTH Venus in Wave 10, with it probably being Tanya with that. So you have that coming. You have a really cool effect piece where it like clips into like the gaps on the shield that she comes with, but thankfully she comes with the shield. So that makes 3 out of 4 Zeo Rangers so far that have the weapons actually come with them. Poor Rocky. So that's really cool. You can clip it on anywhere. I like that detail. You get the same Zeo blaster and sword that we've gotten with all the guys, so nothing too crazy there. And yeah, this one is really cool. I genuinely like this one. I understand people who don't want to buy MMPR Pink, a regular one, for the second time. I get that, but you know, I guess it is what it is with that. At least Zeo Pink is new. Maybe one day they'll release it as an individual thing. But to cap it all off, here's the price for that one and the release dates. I actually don't have the product number for this one either, or the other one. So I'll probably will put the product numbers up here too. I just didn't say it for the last one. But this one was codenamed PRG BLT Neptune Cat 2-pack. So that is what this was codenamed as. So yeah, that's definitely my favorite reveal of today. The third reveal, the third item, is the one that we've seen here on Lightning Storm for over a month, and the one that I teased back in, March? And that is the next helmet. It is the MMPR Pink Ranger helmet. Same exact idea that you would be expecting with this. It is the helmet exactly from the picture that we saw last month. Obviously now we get to see the box, same style, same style as the white and red boxes from 2019 and 2020. But really, I guess the most important news with this one, I mean, I'm not talking about it too much because it's exactly what you would expect it to be. There's nothing too crazy or different or new about it. But this one is F0390 PRG New Hotel. That is its official code name. The code name that was on the original list of listings all the way back in January of this year. That then disappeared on the second and third list of listings. So it's back, which is also important because it is different from the MMPR helmet in both product number and code name that was on the list of listings 2.0 from April. So looks like we'll be getting a second MMPR helmet sometime this year, probably in November. We'll follow up on that as more details come out. But MMPR Pink, price point, release date, there it is. Finally, the most confusing one. This one is a Power Morpher, which is that, yeah, right behind me here. This is the Walmart one from last year. What a weird one, man. It's a Power Morpher from last year, done up to look almost identical to the 95 movie Morpher, except for the fact that it says Power Rangers on it. They didn't mention at all that it was inspired by the movie, which kind of furthers my idea that I don't think they have the rights to do toys on the movies, because then they probably would have just said it was from that. But this is one that's very strange, so I hope they don't do this for all of them, because, like, we don't need this. But here's the price point for that, and this one is actually the one that was codenamed PRG LC Neptune Power Morph. So that makes sense, which was another listing from the list of listings 3.0, so there's that. It's interesting. You're going to get all 5 power coins again. At least they could have done the ninja ones or something, but you don't get the ninja ones, you just get the regular ones. The pterodactyl seems to do the same one as the original Walmart Morpher did, but the other 4 have new phrases. They don't do like Triceratops or any of that stuff. They have like Kimberly phrases for those rangers. So they showed off Billy's, and it was like, Billy, time to morph, and it was Kimberly saying it. And they said that it like cycles through multiple sounds with each coin. So that's kind of neat, I guess, if you liked the voice phrase option of the original one, which was actually one of the things I didn't care for as much on it. So, yeah, I mean, that's it. That's the GameStop Pink Ranger capsule going up for pre-order at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, which would have been a long time ago by the time you see this video, on Pulse for premium members, which who knows if any of that's going to sell out. If anything sells out, I'm imagining it would be the 2-pack. GameStop's going to have it. So we'll talk about that. We'll see. I'll also put up on screen what Pulse's release dates are, what GameStop's releases are, because they're probably going to be different release dates. Interestingly enough, after all the reveals, they actually did have a second teaser for us this week, or this time. Last time at the event, they did that teaser of the Turbo Navigator Blaster for an upcoming figure, and this time it was this, a zoomed-in picture of a upcoming figure of some kind, and you know... Well, first of all, it's a cog. It's definitely a cog. Give me 1 second. So here is the custom cog that Corey made for me. It's definitely the mouth plate of a cog, but it's actually something interesting about that. First of all, it's definitely a cog, so we're going to be getting a Lightning Collection cog at some point in the future, so that's cool, I guess. But it looks like, to me at least, that this is a zoom in on the Tom Whalen box art that would be on the release, I would assume. And based off of the orientation of like what part of the cog face we're seeing, this looks like a front-facing cog artwork, which would place it in a 2-pack. Perhaps with Zeo Blue, since we know he's coming out, or somehow we're getting his Tonfas. We don't know if he's getting re-released or something, but we are getting the Tonfas at some point with a future figure. That's what they said. There's also different versions of cogs. There's the silver body cogs, the red body cogs. Who knows? But, yep, looks like we're getting a cog. But yeah, that is the official lineup for the GameStop Pink Ranger capsule for Power Month. The A-Squad Pink Ranger does not seem to be a part of that, even though she is a GameStop exclusive releasing around the time of Power Month, but she does not seem to be included, which is kind of odd. But yeah, that's it. That's our second full capsule being revealed. Our first one was the Metallic Rangers at Hasbro Pulse, and this is our Pink Ranger GameStop one. So we have a Walmart Retro one left, an unknown theme for Target, and an unknown theme for Amazon for them to show off in the future here, which they, I guess, will probably do on future Fan First Fridays, which I guess would have to happen before April. What? Before August, because August is when the event is happening, so... That's it. That was the Fan First Friday on June 11th. Honestly, I don't like to be critical. I don't like to be negative of these events. And, you know, I don't want to be hypocritical about, you know, getting expectations high and everything. Because my expectations weren't very high. I like the 2-pack. I do like that, genuinely. Because I think it is nice for them to put Mmpr Pink out there a second time for those who weren't able to get it, because I figured it was really rare, even though she's being restocked in October. The helmet is fine. I'm totally fine with the helmet. I mean, I like the helmets. That's cool. The Morpher is very weird to me. The fact that they didn't just go full-on MMPR 95 movie and made this weird amalgamation. The Cel-Shaded thing, very weird to me. Don't really dig that one at all, but we'll have to see how that is in person. Especially, like, it's just one of those things where it's like, are they really... It just seems so obvious of them trying to sell the Mighty Morphin team in a third different variation with this. Some people even like the 4th variation. It's our 4th MMPR Pink figure in the line, technically, if you count up all the versions. But that's it. That's all I got. Let me know down in the comments below, what are you pre-ordering? What did you pre-order? Because the video would definitely be out after the pre-orders go live. What did you think of the event? Were you as disappointed as most people were? But at least, I hope a lot of you weren't the people that were being very, very inappropriate and rude to Emily and Loretta on the live stream. I thought they were really fun today. I always like, hearing from the team. They seem to have genuine passion for the stuff, and that's all I can ask for, And they definitely don't deserve the comments that they receive on those Hasbro Pulse fan chats at all. It's absolutely unacceptable. But that's it. That's all I got for this week's episode of Lightning Storm. Like I said, there will not be one tomorrow because we're doing it today. There will also not be a Lightning Strike of the week because this has gone on long enough, and there's a topical thing to get done with this one today. And that's all I got. So you can follow me on Twitter at Living Ranger Key or at LightningFigPR. I'll see you all next time on Lightning Storm, the series where lightning always strikes twice. Or I guess with Mmpr Pink, it strikes like 15 times every couple of months. Tons of different releases, different stores.